Hey, Stephanie again tonight. I have a few people on tonight. We'll go ahead and get started. I hope this finds you all well. The topic tonight is online dating, and it's like a very popular topic because this society, that's what it's linked to. So the question is, are you guys okay with online dating? Do you feel comfortable online dating? Is that a thing for you? Do you prefer to just traditionally date? Do you take it serious that, for people that's online dating, or like what are your thoughts for online dating?
You want to go first?
She ain't never did no online dating.
Oh, what you want up here? Oh my God, okay, the topic tonight is online dating. Okay. You want to give your opinion first, or you want me to go? You go first, so I can just piggyback what you said. Okay. Okay. Me personally, I would prefer to not date online simply because people out here they fraud, and I like privacy. So I just want to be private in my relationship. So I don't need social media trying to dictate, how I am with my partner or how the relationship's supposed to be, and try to create this fake narrative that everything's supposed to be perfect. So me, I'd rather not date online. I'd rather have a private relationship.
Well, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So I think my question is more so when you said, keeping your relationship or, your personal business private for online dating. So if it's between you and the person that you're like exclusively chatting, like how does others know that you're online dating? And I mean, well, it's like thousands of people up there, so of course they see your profile, but other than
you
yeah, like just like online dating, not more so like if you're talking about like yeah, like I ain't talking about like broadcasting your business. I was talking
for somebody else because they was talking to this person, so they thought, they had somebody. So I created a profile just to test them, and he ghosted that person to chat with me, which I want for real. I was just trying to, just see. So online dating is it's kind of scary and tricky at the same time because you really don't know what you get. They can tell you one thing, they can be telling somebody else this, and they probably just gonna go with the flow, whoever they feel like, they probably can get, whatever they can get out of this person, they gonna go with that person, and that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes it ain't what it really is. I agree. I definitely agree. I created a dating profile too, like a short while after my last relationship. And me personally, I didn't like it. It wasn't my speed. I just didn't, what I was doing up there, and I'm like, it just gave me too much of. If I get with somebody out this dating app, of course he's gonna be a stranger, and I'm just like, I don't know. So I don't know if I'm into dating out meeting people as strangers. I mean, I know everybody's a stranger until you know them, but it's just like, and they all up their line. They all up their line. They up their line. They got girlfriends. Oh, absolutely. All this other crazy stuff because I seen someone I knew up there, and I asked them, they were like, oh no, they say old page. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna mind my business. Yeah, I know a lot of people that's in relationships on dating app up there looking for casual. So what does casual mean when you dating? Is this casual, like, can somebody elaborate on casual dating? Like, what is that when you already in a relationship? Like, I have no idea. Is it casual like just going out to eat like friends or something maybe? I'm thinking casual is because if you're a man already in a relationship and you're on a dating app and your preference is what you're looking for is casual. Does that mean that I casually want to have sex with somebody from every now and then, or I don't know what does casual mean when you on these dating apps and you already in a relationship. Like, what are you looking for? Yeah, they want to have a cake and eat it too. That's what I think. That's all. But I was like, casual dating. When you are in a relationship, what does that mean to you? Like, what exactly are you looking for?
Well, so let me think. Okay, so Sam, don't start. So okay. Oh, that was a mess. Okay, so this is my, I guess, view on it. Because I work from home and I'm a little old lady. You're not gonna catch me out in any clubs or any places like that. So traditionally, if I don't meet someone in the grocery store, like church or around, I wouldn't meet anyone. And working from home, you really are not out like that. And I had gotten so accustomed to being at home, like I was ordering grocery offline, so I really wasn't seeing anybody like that. And then when I was going out, I was looking raggedy. Like, you work from home. So like if I hadn't gotten my hair braided or something, I would look bad. And I remember sometimes I would FaceTime Sam and she would be like, God, you look so ugly. So that's my own sister. That's my blood. And if she was telling me that, I could imagine what I look like to other people going out if I didn't, try to, I don't know. I just was looking rough. Yeah. So I did get on some dating apps, and I'm not gonna say everybody up there lying, but I have definitely felt it of the liars or the manipulators or I've met a few. Like I think that's probably dangerous for me, but I'm not really afraid to go out and meet somebody. Like I probably could get killed or hurt or something, but I always keep my location on. Um Anyway, so a few of my encounters were I went to see one guy. It was a cool vibe, and I liked him because he was honest and he was like, I work a lot and I don't want a relationship and I don't, want to lead you on. He was like, but you cool. And because we had prior to meeting up, he wanted to talk. So he called and we stayed on the phone for 3 hours and I enjoyed his conversation. We had a good time and he had a lot of stuff that he had went through and he was like, it helped him to talk to me. So that was cool. And then he was like, well, I want to meet you in person. And Sam was like, you keep meeting these people, you keep me. And I was like, ain't nobody gonna hurt me. So when I met him, I had met him outside of his housing complex. It was a nice apartment complex too. And we walked around. It was like nighttime, so like the little stars in the sky. It was really pretty outside. Well, it was a full parking lot. People were standing around like on their little patios and stuff. Well, anyway, so we had, sat down for a moment and we was talking, and then I was like, well, it's getting late. I'm gonna go head home. So, like, as I was walking off, he kept coming up like behind me, like kind of like humping my butt, and I was like, yeah, let me go ahead on and get on up out of here. And then I never even met him. I was talking to one guy, and he was in his late 40s, and I was like, yeah, he seemed cool. Found out he was a sex offender not once but twice. He did it in the 90s and he turned around and did it in the 2000s. I had been talking to him on the phone. It was video chat. And then honestly, I had liked him. Like he was cool. And I was like, guys around my age, they still wanting to, test the waters. And then I met one guy that I really, really like I really like. And I guess
really.
Okay, there's enough. And we went on dates, we was together, like doing stuff together, whatever. So I felt like, well, dog, I finally found somebody who was genuine, and he was such a sweet guy, but he kept disappearing. Like we would talk good for a few weeks, then I didn't hear from him. And like the first time he did it, it should have been like my red flag to just stop talking, but I couldn't help it. Like because me, it's like I fall in love with the idea or the potential, like this could be a really good guy or whatever. And just looking back at it today, I'm not even really that mad at him because at the end of the day, you cannot hold a man to such high standards because for one, men could be very weak, and I don't mean like weak like they're cowards, but when it comes to women like temptation and stuff, and I don't even know why he do have the stuff he do, but I feel like he has so many women. Like I feel like he can get whatever woman he wants. So I'm not willing to just sacrifice my peace, my happiness to say I got a man. So the stuff that he do, I was putting up with it, and I was like, okay. But it was hurting me. It was getting worse and worse. And it's like, I can't keep doing this. Like, it was giving me anxiety. Like, he would go away and I would kind of like heal myself. And I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm not going back. Then he would show back up. I miss you, this and that. And then I would try to stand my ground. But then it was like, it would just like, it would go out the window. And then I couldn't sleep at night, worried, like, I ain't heard from him or whatever. And at the time I was still living in Carolina, and I used to like wake up in the middle of the night, like I'm just gonna go over there and see if he's home, like, tell him to come outside, like I want to talk or something. But I don't think I ever do online dating again because a lot of people up there are not sincere. Like they're not genuine at all. It's like you were saying, Mess, they're up there for the thrill. And I'm not. If I was in my 20s still, where I was like reckless and I was like, I can do this one and do that one. But like honestly, I don't have the energy for that no more. And it's like he really burned me with online dating. And I know it's probably some really genuine guys up there, to be honest. I do know that, but I'm not willing to find out because it's like if at this point, if I don't meet somebody like by chance out in the open, I'm not fooling with online dating. It's because first of all, it's for months, you dating this person. Oh, so I left out a part, right? So, I I didn't want to push myself out there like that because I'm like, I don't want him to think I'm no sucker. So I was like trying to hold back. But like each day he'd be like, so what we doing? Like, what's this? And like when somebody asks y'all that, what type of question do y'all think that is? Like, what does it mean to you when somebody asks you that?
What are we doing? Like, is that question of where y'all at that point of the communication, the friendship, or something like that?
So my interpretation of it when it was like what we doing, I'm thinking like, so you are wanting to take it to the next level, or like you're looking for more. That's how I interpret it. So I like I said, I didn't want to be a sucker, but like after our first few dates, like he was such a sweet guy. I was like, it was so easy to fall. So when he was asking me after each date, like, what we doing? And I was like, what you mean? And he was like, I want you. And my head, look in my head, I'm like, me too, but I just anyway, so he would ask me that, right? So, I had already asked him, I was like, just be honest, like what you got going on. I like to know. I don't want to walk into no mess. So I was like, are you seeing anybody else? Like, because at that point we wasn't nothing. So I felt like he could be honest, but I always seek me and other people. Like I'm truthful, I'm loyal. So when I date or whatever, I expect everybody to be honest like me. What That's not the case. So anyway, I thought we had established it like we was together and like he would call me his girlfriend. I love you, babe. You're a good woman, blah blah blah. Told the kids he was gonna be their stepfather and stuff. And I guess like words are just words. If you're showing me something different, that's what I should believe. Your action versus your words. But anyway, something happened. He was like, "Well, I ain't never say we was together. We ain't had no actual conversation about it." I was like, "So you think I'm like I don't for one at this age, I don't just start sleeping around with anybody. I'm giving you my time, my energy. I'm not here. I'm not out here talking about you. Like, I know you ain't talking to anybody else. I'm like, so what do you want from me? You talking about from you we ain't together, we ain't make it official. What are you trying to do?" So I just said in my head, like, it just ain't gonna work. Cause it's just he got too much going on. Like you get missing, obviously you somewhere else doing whatever. You deal with me when you feel like it, or you try to like come back when you feel like I done cool off. So Like I'm like scarred from online dating. Like I don't even want to see somebody else on a computer with ill will or hidden agendas because like I feel like there's enough women out here willing to, just meet their sexual needs that you can be honest, like I'm just, looking for something casual, like, nothing serious. And some women are okay with it because they're not looking for a relationship. But I'm at the point where I don't just do random casual sex. Like it does. I mean, it's good for the moment, but like, what else? How are you adding to my life? What are you contributing to me? Like, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I know it's gonna be real for real. Like I'm not trying to be back dating now, but like if I had to choose, it'll definitely be I'm looking for something real. Like I'm ready to settle down.
So when you say you back dating, like, are you seriously dating, or you just like in the talking stage? Because I didn't know you was.
I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with it. I got like 5 boyfriends right now.
Wait a minute.
Oh. That's what you do when you date. You date. Yeah, I'm dating around like I'm literally dating around. Like, that's right. I have people that I talk to on a regular basis. I go out with, and that don't mean I'm giving my tail up either. But I'm having fun. I'm single, so I can do it. And then now it's just like I just ain't going to put all my eggs in one basket no more. Like I really want to like date people to see, what's gonna be for me at the end of the day.
Well,
and all I gotta say is may the best guy win.
I kind of feel you with that, but I don't think I know how to date, like, because you know how you meet one person that you really like and you cut everybody off. And my mama told me a long time ago, I don't even remember the situation. She was like, "You single, you date who you want to. You don't got to explain yourself to nobody." And because I think I had gotten into some mess, trying to talk to multiple people, but but I don't think that, like, again, I try to treat people how I want to be treated. So like I feel like if you're dating me and you're giving me your time, I would assume that you would be upset to learn that I'm also giving people my time other than you. So I try not to, but that's why I messed up last time. Like I should have just kept dating because I I had some men friends now, but I met that one and I was like, I really like him. I don't want to talk to nobody else. So I just stopped responding, or I would like block people so they couldn't like text me or call. And look, and then after me and the guy started talking, I'm like, let me go find these numbers and unblock some of my friends so I could go back on dates because like I had just cut everybody off because I thought I was in love. So yeah, I'm burned from online dating, and it's just that I wish I would have kept dating versus just finding that one person. And Sam would tell me, she was like, "You would have died if you didn't get him." And I was like, "Yeah, that's true." So yeah.
Them she just not, she don't be saying that.
Because she not anyway, because for one, Sam talk when she want to talk. Like she's not like a big talker unless it's something that, like, for example. Well, yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
she got the floor. She good.
And also, let me say this right, because I didn't have no social media or anything. I was under Sam page having my own. And let's tell you what she was doing. She was writing people, and I'm not saying I'm the most pretty person in the world or whatever, the most prettiest person in the world, but she was up there, right? And when I say they were ugly, and she was yeah, but she was writing white, Caucasian people and Hispanic. Yeah, it was a mess. And then one guy, didn't you go into the thing to translate how to speak to him in Spanish?
Him in Spanish. Oh my God. He speaks to women with her. So funny girl. Not his. Yes, she be like mommy and I be like papi.
And then she wrote this guy right. Yeah, the baby. She wrote this one guy. He looked decent on his profile. I yeah.
She was looking for
you.
I was trying to help her out.
You know what I was looking for. I was looking for one person. But anyway, it was like a disaster. Yeah, it was a disaster. It was one guy. He was so sweet to me. He wasn't cute to me, but I like his intellect because a lot of times I'm smart, real smart, and it's hard to dumb it down. And it's like I don't want guys to feel like I'm a know-it-all, but I'm so smart, and it's like I meet a lot of dumb guys. But by nature, guys don't really care about like if they're smart or not. So like spelling and stuff, like I cringe so bad when guys text me. I'm like, they spelled this word wrong. But anyway, the guy was smart. He was studying and all this stuff for like different, like I don't know, but anyway, I really liked him. He was like 46, 47, so that was cool for me. And he was writing me, and mind you, it was Sam Page. She was at work, I was at work, so sometimes she would get in her little moods, and I was like, hey, did anybody write me? I'm at work, I ain't got time to. I'm busy. But anyway, so the guy was trying to reach out to me because he was about to delete the page and he wanted to see if we could exchange numbers or whatever. Well, this girl never responded to him, and when she got off work, he had already removed the page, and I didn't get to have any more communication with him. But I felt like he would have been a good potential because he I don't know. I just don't know if someone is sincere or not. He seems sincere, but anyway, like my sister cost me somebody that could potentially have been a good match, but
No, you don't know how to do this stuff. And then I try to explain to her somehow you just do it. So you on my time now. I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I'm sorry, Charlie. Yeah, I'm sorry.
and she like
When I'm ready to room, oh, she ain't got time right now. Well, try again tomorrow.
and that would bother me because like when I would get off work, I'd be like, all right, Sam, I'm ready now. And she was like, oh, I'm about to go to bed, or I got other things to do. And so we on FaceTime. Yeah, because I'm scared I'm gonna click on the wrong stuff, and then you be like, "Still, why are you up here clicking this?" Because yeah, because I was up there one time and made a mistake and liked something by mistake. I said, "Lord, now I got to block this person." So, I said it before in one of these things. I just don't. I don't know where I get it from, but I'm real private, and I don't even have anything going on like that. But I just don't want nobody knowing anything about me. Like I I don't care to really know what others have going on, and I don't want them to care enough to know what I got going on. I have a very small circle of friends. I mean, I guess if you can consider Sam a friend, but I really don't, because people will burn you. And I remember I used to hang with this girl, and when I say we were tight, like we hung together all the time. I got in so much trouble behind her. We go to the club, she started fights. We was in there one night. She was drinking a beer out of a can. She took her straw and was holding the beer at the end and was spitting it on this girl as she was walking back through the straw, right? So I noticed after a while, like I was like, dang, I ain't seen her. So I'm looking for her, and something told me to go to the bathroom. They had her jacked up to the wall, right? So I bust up in there, like, this is my girl. Like, I guess we about to. And then it was like, no, we good, we good. We're trying, these bees trying to jump me. And it's like everywhere we go, it's always a fight or something. And then one night I was underage at the time. I was like 19 or 20. Let me see, she was like 4 years older than me, so she could legally drink. I couldn't. So a lot of times we hung at the shot houses, go get our drinks, ride down the road, get our little drink. We went out. I knew all the shot houses Okay, well, anyway, off of that, so we riding down the road drinking, having a good time. She flying. I was like, slow the car down. I was like, it's late, cops out. She floating that car. We drinking, got pulled. I was like, well, this her car. She gonna get the ticket. The officer was like, has you been drinking? She was, silent for a minute. She was like, no. He was like, I'm gonna ask you again, how much you been drinking? She was like, I ain't had nothing to drink. He asked her again. She said, well, we only had a little bit. My underage behind over there, she done told on me. He don't see anything on me. Well, anyway, to get myself out of there, I had to pay a lawyer $500 just to get that thrown out so it wouldn't go on my record. But anyway, and then we got into an argument before, and then she gonna tell me that one of the guys I was talking to, she had done slept with him, I guess behind my back. And I'm like, I just can't fool with females. I like really. I'm already private enough, and then it's like I let somebody in my little circle, and it's like, and then me and her end up getting to fighting because I just got so sick of her. So I just rolled up on her house one day, and I just went in and we had a few words, and I don't even know why I lost it like that, but I just jumped on it. I was just like so mad, and I have a hard time sometimes controlling my anger. So that's why I just.
Friends still cool?
Well, we're not friends, but I've seen her throughout the years, and it's love. She, hey girl, what you been up to? This and that. But I know not that you cross me. We like if I could cut men off like I could cut women, because with women will cut you deep. Like, why are you trying to sleep with the same guy I'm sleeping with? Like, it's enough niggas. Like, why would you do this to me? But anyway, I never tried to be her friend again. Like, I just never had a desire to hang with her again because I couldn't trust her. And then I had this other girl that me and her was real tight. I ain't even gonna say we had like an argument, but it was an issue that went on. I never reached back out to her. She never reached back out to me. We've been friends forever. And it's like, well, that friendship just gone. I wasn't willing to reach back out to her. And obviously she wasn't willing to reach back out to me. So it's like, I ain't got no friends like that. So
I ain't got none either.
Yeah, like people.
And it's fine with me. They show you their true colors. One little argument, and that's it. That happened to me too. But I reached back out like this girl I talking for like over a year, and she reached out to a mutual friend, and then that's how we got back talking again. And then it happened again years later, and I was like, well, I'm gonna text, and I did. And then something else happened. Well, I guess I didn't feel like discussing the stuff that she was talking about, and she got mad. And when you talking more so, that's fine with me because I don't want to talk about it though. Well, I will say that I've never had like run-ins with. I have the same friends that I've been having like lucky you. Yeah, like since like early childhood or whatever. So I ain't never really had no run-in with my friends. Even creating like work friends and friends throughout the years, and I ain't never really had no run-in with my friends. So I guess that's a good thing too.
Yeah, and I mean I need a Pepsi. I don't know why I'm gonna have to run to the store when I got to have a Pepsi. I just done. But anyway, it's not that I don't want friends. It's just that I'm not willing to like trust people like I used to. Like I used to be so green, like everything somebody said, just being gullible. And it's just who I am. Like I see people for like the good in them, and some of them don't even have good intentions anyway. It's just that I feel like if I'm this good person, like no, they wouldn't want to hurt me, they wouldn't want to burn me. Like I'm a good person. So I don't want to keep giving energy to stuff just to get hurt. And somebody told me never change who I am or how I treat others because I've been mistreated. Like the guy was, mentioned about the online dating. Like to this day, if he texts me, I don't even like he hurt me or whatever, but I don't even want to carry that with me because it's like one day you will have to pay for the stuff that you've done, whether it be to me or to other people. You still gonna have to pay, and I don't want to carry around any negativity or any hate because then I give him the power over me. So if he reach out or whatever, like I'm nice, I'm cordial. Because it's like I don't want him to know how it affected me.
Girl, don't be like me because I don't have a forgiving heart when it comes to like certain things. And I just realized that probably a few months ago, I was like, dang, I was just thinking about, like some past stuff that happened to me or whatever. And I was just like, I still can't find it in my heart to forgive that one person. Like, no matter how many times I try, I just can't forgive that person. But then I learned like forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for yourself. So if you forgive for yourself and leave it at that, you don't even have to worry about how the other person feels. So I learned, I was like, dang, I ain't really got a forgiving heart like that. Because I guess because I'm a genuine person and I don't like to put hurt on other people. So I kind of expect that same thing, when it comes to myself. And so once I'm crossed, it's just like I can't even forgive you even with the simplest things. So I've been battling trying to forgive this one person for like 2 years now, and I just can't do it. Can't do it.
I
So
think
I'm working on it.
I think it definitely comes with time because let me see. I was with what you call me, see, 7 years, 6 years. And every time I was turning around, he was doing stuff to hurt me. I always forgive him. And I did when I knew I had enough, like I hated him. I hated his guts. Like I blocked him and from my phone, everything. He started emailing. I asked him to block him from my emails too. But I know that like I prayed on it because you can't make it into heaven with hate in your heart. So I prayed on it. And to this day, like that's like one of my, I guess, friends, if but anyway, like when I'm down or stuff or having a bad day, I always call him. He allowed me to vent when I was married and I was having a hard time, I would call him and stuff. And he's very encouraging, and I have done stuff to hurt him too and stuff, and he never holds that against me. So like that's my friend. He's like genuinely my friend. So forgiveness takes time because I know I probably went a good year and I hated him and I just wanted the worst things to happen to him. Mm.
And I'm just like, Lord, if you just take, because I got real evil. I'm like, Lord, if you just take this evil, how to where am I going? How am I?
I think her phone went out. Oh.
I really had to pray myself up out of it. It was rough.
Well, do you think that you said it's been 2 years, so like does it affect you now, or it's really no effect, but you just finding it hard to like forgive how they cross you, right?
The only thing that I think, well, it doesn't really affect you no more. Going forward, like dating, I know I know what and what not to, tolerate and what to look for. Like right now, I can see right through men. I can see right through them. But it doesn't. I won't let like my past situations affect, me dating going forward. Sure.
You really had that ability to see through people. Like I don't know why as smart as I am, I don't know why I can't never see like because
you're such a nice girl, you see good in everybody.
Okay, Sam.
But yeah, you see the good in everybody. That's all.
Cause I be like, dang, what in the world? Like me and my pastor was talking, and I was telling him about a guy, and he was like, I ain't never met that man damn life. He said, but let me tell you one thing, he don't want that serious. Then he looked for a good time. I was like, you don't even know him. He said, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. He was like, don't put your heart out there. He said, put your guard up. You don't know how to put your guard up. I was like, I don't. But anyway, I'm not doing online dating no more. It's like out the window. And especially the last incident where the guy was a sex offender 2 times, right? And at first I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna ghost him. I'm never gonna say nothing else. But I was like, I'm gonna let him know I know. So he reached out that morning. He was like, there go my baby. How you doing? I was like, hey, yeah. So I just found out he was a sex offender. I was like, And in the 90s, when you were young, maybe I'm open to hearing that story of what happened. But in the 2000s, like not too long ago, yeah, because he told me he had did some prison time, and I was like, "Oh, what'd you do?" He was like, what did he tell me he did? Like fraudulent credit, some credit card stuff, and I was like, "Oh, well, I don't that wasn't that bad to me, you know." But and then did he tell me he was on probation? Sam, did I know he was on probation?
I,
Well, see, I don't know. I can't remember, but when it all came out, he's on probation. He got the registered for a sex offender for the rest of his life. He's done it 2 times, and then it said something about sodomy. And I was like, "Oh, you violent and stuff." So, he was like, "Let me explain. I couldn't get a good lawyer. I was railroaded." And I was like, one thing that I really liked about him every night before we would hang up, he was like, "God bless you." And I pray that God looks. So I really love a man that has God in his heart. Now, oh, okay, okay.
it wouldn't let me merge her in. She said, try to call her because it won't let me merge her for some reason.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna get ready to go to the store and get me a Pepsi, and I got to work in the morning. So, we will just end it here. We'll maybe pick up on the rest of the conversation next Friday. So, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was something that you can relate to. But we will do this next Friday, same time, same place. So thank you all. Good night.